All right. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Good to see you. Big waves to you. Yes, yes, yes. So I hope everybody's having a great week, great start. I know maybe there's not too many snags in the road for you, but our word for today, I love this word. And the word is compare. I'm trying to let everybody in the waiting room too. So the word for today is compare. And I really want you to think about it and dissect yourself a little bit, because this is what I did. If you look at the definition, to look at two or more things closely in order to see what is similar or different about them, or in order to decide which one is better. I want to ask you a question. Have you ever had a time in your life where you've watched someone else and you've kind of compared your success, where your life is compared to theirs? You know, my thing is sometimes I've been guilty of watching someone else's plate while my plate is getting cold. You know, it's like, I really like what they got, you know, and so I love the word compare. I come across this, and I've actually said this quote a lot on social media. Don't compare your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20. I see it so many times in my profession. People come in and they're, you know, somebody's been in the business for 20 years and they'll get started and they're comparing a 20-year career in a profession to their first year. And it's like, why do we do that? Because we're human. Steve Frutic said, the reason why we struggle with insecurity is because we compare. We compare our behind the scenes with everyone else's highlight reel. Social media really does that. You know, you put out that highlight reel. Nobody puts the behind the scenes of social media. So, like me, if you're guilty of often comparing yourself to others, here's why you need to stop right now. Number one, compare is a thief of joy. If we're constantly comparing ourselves to somebody else, and we're guilty of this, it'll steal our joy of what we're accomplishing, the steps, sometimes baby steps that we're taking. We're getting better. You know, I get up every morning, go to the gym, but if I'm comparing myself, somebody's got a 6-pack abs, it's going to steal my joy right now because I don't have that. Compare will start to stall our progress. And I've been guilty of this before, like especially as a coach, like somebody else is 8-0 and I'm 0-8. But what I don't realize, they've been in a program, got a culture built for the last 20 years, and I'm just starting mine. The other one is you can't physically change who you are. Like God made us all individually. He made us unique, and we can't change who we are. So let's be the best version of ourselves. No one has a perfect life. And that's the thing so many times we got to realize is no one's got that perfect life. We might be seeing their highlight reel on social media, but behind the scenes, their life has got the ups and downs too. There will always be someone better than you at something. So don't compare. My dad used to tell me all the time, I was a knucklehead growing up, and I might have liked to get into a fight or two. And he said, let me tell you something, son, you might have won that one, but there's always someone around the corner bigger and badder than you. And I'll never forget that. So here's the deal. Don't compare. All you can do is all you can do, but all you can do is enough. The question is, are we doing all we can do? So Coach, I'll turn it to you.
Well, good morning. And Coach, you and I are going to say a couple of the same things. So maybe it was meant to be, because I thought they were what we're going to double up on and say are pretty powerful quotes. So Comparing, I mean, the definition of compare means to find the similarities or differences between two or more people or things. If you're like me, you probably catch yourself occasionally or frequently comparing yourselves to others. That's human nature. While comparison can be a valuable source of motivation and growth, it can also spin us into a tail-chasing frenzy of, guess what? Self-doubt. Here's some reasons why you need to stop comparing yourself to others. It's very damaging to your sense of self. Like Coach said, Mark Twain said that comparison is the death of joy. Honestly, that's the first time I had heard that quote. But wow, how powerful is that? Research tells us that comparing breeds feelings of envy, low self-confidence, and depression, as well as it compromises our own ability to trust others. In my world, and I think in your world, if I can't trust the people around me, there's problems. So that's huge. So what you're comparing against is usually, I'm not going to say 100%, but it is usually inaccurate information. Okay, let's just get real right now. Let's peel these layers of onions back. What people present to the outside world is usually an edited version of their reality. Let me just ask you this. Now, be honest. When someone asks you how you're doing, do you reply by saying, well, my entire family is crazy. I feel like a failure at work and I'm about to lose my mind? No, we don't. What do we say? We just bite our tongue and say, God, things are really good. So the next time you find yourself comparing to someone else, stop and ask yourself, if it's really fair to compare when you don't have all the information? Steve Furtick said it best, and Coach said this earlier. The reason that we struggle with insecurity is because we compare our behind the scenes with everybody else's highlight reels. Comparing doesn't actually help you accomplish goals. Have you ever thought about that? When we think deeply about how someone else is better looking, they may have more friends, they may be more successful, it's just time consuming and guess what? Ineffective. When we're hard on ourselves, what does it do? It literally zaps our motivation. It literally takes the joy and zaps our motivation. We need to dedicate our time and energy to our own values. In order to get our focus in the right place, ask yourself these questions. When you imagine yourself at the end of life, looking back at everything that you've done, what will be the experiences and accomplishments that have been the most important to you? What kind of person do you want to be? What kind of relationships do you want to have? How do you want people to remember you? We need to use these personal values as the barometer upon which we compare, rather than the accomplishments of those around. So to wrap everything up today with y'all, instead of trying to be as good as or better than others, simply focus your energy on being the very best version of you. Stop comparing yourselves to others. Redirect all that energy and attention to your own goals and what is required to achieve them. So quit comparing yourself to others. You be you, you know what to do, and don't you stop until you accomplish all your goals. So that was we say Thankful Thursday, but that was some thoughts on Tuesday that Coach and I hopefully hopefully you got a couple of nuggets out of it. So look forward to seeing everyone tomorrow. And as always, thank you so much for joining us on Coach's Corner.
Coach, this was powerful, powerful. I'm going to give away a book. So here's the thing. The book is, I actually just finished this again, and it's called Atomic Habits. I think we've given away a copy. I know Andrea's read the book just recently. It's awesome, awesome, awesome. So somebody's going to get this, and it'll work on not comparing, because you're out there making your own habits for yourself. So all you got to do, take a screenshot of this picture, put it out there on social media. Make sure you tag us in it now. You got to tag Myra, Andrea, myself. We're going to pick a winner of this book this morning, and we'll let everybody know tomorrow who won. I know Melissa Jackson and Pat Klepper won the $25 Amazon gift card. So great job. Guys, we love you. We appreciate you. Let's go rock this Tuesday. See you.
Thank you very much.